What's up, guys? SurvivorMan Pro here, coming at you with another episode in my epic E-Tech Weapons guide. Today we're going to actually be going over a unique Seraph weapon found in Flame Rock Refuge. It's actually in the Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep DLC. If you do not have this DLC, you will not be able to get this weapon because this is where it was introduced into the Seraph vending machines. So, I don't know, maybe you can dupe it from someone else. I don't know if you can get weapons that were put in a DLC without DLC, but if you can, that's the only way that you're going to be able to get it. Anyways, I'll just go over to the vending machine over here. There's usually Florentines in here every time, and the one I end up going with here is actually the Consummate Florentine. That seems to be the best prefix. I was looking around online, social media sites. Everybody seems to think the Consummate is the best prefix, so that's the one we're actually going to end up picking. One of these has higher damage at the cost of a little bit of accuracy, so I end up picking that one because it's really not that much accuracy, so you really shouldn't have any problems with it. Anyways, we're going to go over the specs on this one. The damage is going to be 273,750. Accuracy is going to be 92.6. Fire rate is going to be 8.0. Reload speed is going to be 3.2. Magazine size is 43. Chance to slag is 15.6%. The red text says double trouble. 3.1 times weapon zoom, causes slag and shock damage, consumes 2 ammo per shot. The unique thing about this one that it deals 2 damage types. The one thing that annoys me about this one is that slag is the leading damage type. Which is annoying. I think if you put the shock the leading damage type, this would be a better weapon. It's pretty much essentially the same thing as a Mollywong plasma caster, except they added the slag. This is pretty much the slag version instead of the shock version. Yes, it does have that chance to shock, but it doesn't shock as much as you think. And the other annoying thing is it doesn't tell you the shock damage per second. So it's just kind of up in the air, like how much damage the shock does on that thing. And as of now, it's good. It's really close to the regular Mollywong Plasma Caster. I actually have the Consummate Mollywong Plasma Caster, and I'm going to actually Gunzerk team with it, and you can see the difference. And I think the regular Mollywong Plasma Caster is a little bit better than the Florentine. The Florentine is good, don't get me wrong, it is an awesome weapon, but if you're picking between the two, the other one is better. Anyways, I'm just showing you guys a little bit of gameplay with this in Dragon's Keep. I'm actually gunzerking it with an Avenger right now. I had just picked this thing up. Actually, who did I pick it up fighting? I think I picked it up when I went into the Handsome Sorcerer a little bit earlier. But anyways, I was just teaming it with that here. I do stick on my B shield here so you guys can see some. Well, first I stick on the Consummate Plasma Caster, the Mollywong Consummate Plasma Caster with it. And then you can see me Gunzerk with that. In a second here, I'm actually going to add my B shield to it so you can see that extra B damage. See, I can get second wins with this thing. These paired together are really beast, actually. I also have a Heart of the Ancients Relic on that adds 32% SMG damage and has like a fight for your life skill on it, I think, and something else. So I am using one of the E-Tech relics with this, and I will try to be using E-Tech relics with these E-Tech weapons every time throughout every episode through the rest of this series. Anyways, I'm going to go into my rating system for this weapon. It's either going to be an essential, recreational, or a useless. This weapon is definitely not useless. It works really well. I don't think it's essential on its own, but when you pair it with one of the regular casters, or maybe if you had 2 of them, it could become an essential. Personally, I don't consider it an essential. I'd consider it more recreational and fun. It's cool that it's the only weapon in the game with 2 elemental types, which is just awesome in my opinion. One thing I want to see in the next Borderlands, though, is maybe they should make it so you could add more elemental types to weapons as you preferred, you know, maybe like a raw damage weapon, and then you have relics that add the elemental damages. That would be awesome. So, or if you have like a fire one and you want to add fire and corrosive to it, so you add like a corrosive relic, that'd be really cool. So I think this whole idea of multiple elemental damage types on one weapon is just freaking awesome. So that's why I like this weapon. Anyways, guys, this is actually going to be the end of this episode. This has been the Consummate Florentine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Out.